Hello everyone, and welcome back to Poppy Seed Mini. Boy, has it been forever since our last video, you guys. I've been camping and gardening, and life has been crazy. But Mom and I have been talking, and it's time to get back to crafting and sharing videos with all of you. And today, I wanted to check out the Miniverse Make It Mini Potions. And I've been on the hunt for the one with the fancy tea set in it. And I've been hunting for like forever and we haven't been able to find it, but I think we finally have. So we used this Harry Potter Rares hack by Nancy at Mini Mo. And what a cute name is that. And you have to have a Wave 2 capsule. It's got to have the special code on the ball. And then if you flip the ball over, you need the pinhole that is by the bottle here in order to get the tea set. So I've got the ball. I've got the right code. And my pinhole is by my bottle. So let's open her up. All right, here's all the things. Much better. All right, let's see. I'm pretty sure we got tea. Yay! It comes with this little canister of English tea. And this is the resin for the set. You've got ball toppers, which, sorry to say, I'm not here for. And then you have these super adorable little cup and saucers. They've got the nice details with the gold around the rim and the little flowers on the side. And, woohoo, don't lose it, a silver teapot. How cute is this? If y'all don't know, I still love having tea parties. I used to have tea parties all the time when we were kids. And so tea is definitely a thing I like to do. So this was a very exciting set for me when it first came out. All right. And then we have our sugar. So, and this, I believe, has like a cream or sugar in it. Not 100% sure. You guys, I don't do Harry Potter, so I'm sure this is something from the movie. And last but not least, we've got spoons. Oh. The Harry Potter balls also come with these little wooden tabletops, and they come with these little legs that you can put in them. Now, I totally thought, find some new legs for these tabletops to look amazing. And can we use this as like a plant stand or something? I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe? Maybe not that pot. So this is the super rare set that I've been trying to get my hands on. Oh, and I missed these. It came with little doilies. Can't have a tea party without doilies, right? Now I had one other ball I wanted to share with you because I'm curious to see if I can make something other than a potion out of this. So it is the pinhole above the ladle here. And the code on this one is the C3NINT0. And here is the set that was inside that ball with that code. And this is the part I'm wanting to work with right here. So let's see what we can do with this. It's a really neat set because it comes with this special little stand, and it's got a miniature candle in here, a little mortar and pestle, which, I mean, golly, my dolls needed one of these. You got some uber fancy spice jars for your dollhouse kitchen. And I'm sure I'll come up with a way to use this guy as well. But what I want to do is take this, and I'm actually going to take the little funnel that's included to make the potions. And what I'm going to do is cut the little tab off the side there. And I'm just going to set that into the little stand here. And then we're going to need a little coffee cup. Next, I take a little square of brown packing paper and I fold it in half. Then I fold it in half again, like so. And I cut kind of a half circle here. And then I'm just going to fold it out to make my little drip coffee filter, like so. All right, now I've decided we're going to give this thing a real proper test and see if we can make a little mini pour over here. So we'll add some coffee in here and try not to make a huge, big, crazy mess. Whoop. Yeah, it's a little messy. And add our water. And let's see if it drips. Does it pour through? And it drips. May need some work on the concept. Okay, we're going to give this one last go. I shortened the little nozzle on the end here. I cut it off a little bit more. And now let's see if it flows better. There we go. That's going a little better. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little test with me. Well, that was fun. Who's ready to do a little more crafting? I've always wanted to design some tea boxes for my dolls. So I did, and now I'm going to share it with you. To get the printable for this project, you can visit my blog at poppyseedmini.blogspot.com. And of course, the link will be in the description box below. Let's start with the tea box. The first thing I do is cut it out. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is printed on brochure paper, so it has a glossy finish, but it also printed out amazing on plain paper, so you don't necessarily need anything fancy for this. All right, so I've got my box cut out, and then before I cut the tabs, I like to fold my sides down. I feel like I just get a nicer, cleaner fold that way. Now, I took the pictures of a tin of tea that I had in order to make the printable for this box. So it's supposed to look a little bit like the actual tin. Once it's folded, then I go back and I cut the tabs. And I cut in on the smaller tabs. And then I'll cut some of that white off as well. Once all the tabs are cut, then I go ahead and fold in all the tabs, and I fold the sides to create the box. And I also left this top tab here, and I'm going to fold that down like so. Then I take and add glue to that white tab, and I glue that down right away. It gives a nice, strong, clean edge and finish for that front of the box. Add glue to the side tab and glue the side together. Fold down the bottom. Make sure to fold the back forward and then add glue to the front tab and fold that closed. That way your seam is in the back. Fold those side tabs in, and you should be able to pop the little top down into the front, and you've got yourself a cute little tea box. Next, I'm going to make the little tea bag, and I just cut out one of the tea bags, which is double-sided, and one of the little tabs. And the first thing you're going to do is fold the tea bag image in half. Then you'll need some thread, and I like to use my quilting thread because it's just a little bit thicker. But all you need is a tiny little piece. Add glue to the inside of your tea bag image and stick your thread in the center. And fold that closed. And I come back and I cut out the corners after I've glued it. Like so. And then I take my little tab, fold that in half, add glue to one side, stick my little thread inside, and fold that closed. Making sure and trying very hard to get it positioned correctly. And now you've got a little miniature tea bag. Next, to make the little packs of tea to go in your box, all you'll need to do is cut one out with the back and front and fold that together. And then if you want it to remain closed but look like there's a tea bag in it, I just take an extra piece of paper and I like to fold it about 3 times. Add glue to both sides of the little tea bag pouch here. Set that extra piece of paper in the center and press closed. Now, if you want to give it some extra shape, just take and bend and fold all 4 of the edges so they look pressed and package sealed. Then you'll just add your little packages inside your box. If you'd like to make the package so that the tea bag can fit inside, just add glue to the bottom and side edge and glue that shut. And then pop the top open like so. And you can slide your little tea bag inside. And I just fold the little tab into the back like so. And when you want to pull it out, you'll just grab the little loop. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to try was adding resin to my teacup with the tea bag in it, but I want to be able to like take it out. So my aunt told me to rub coconut oil into the cup before putting the resin in. So we're gonna test this out and see if it works, and hopefully I don't screw up and wreck my cup. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of coconut oil on my hand, and I'm gonna rub that into the cup. Like so. Hopefully I've gotten enough. And then I'm going to take my little resin out of this English tea container, which I really want to keep the container. So I'm going to try to be careful and not wreck this. Oop. Pops right off. That was easy. All right, so I'm just going to pour in a bit. And then I'm going to set the tea bag in like so. And then I'm going to set this first layer. UV light on. Oops, got my resin open by the UV light. Don't do that. In fact, I'm going to put my little cover back on just in case. So I'm just going to give that some time to set. And you know what? If my idea doesn't work and it sets in the cup, oh well, I tried. All right, I've got this set. And now I'm just going to add just a little bit more. Not much, not much. Ah, perfect. And then I'll let this set again and we'll see if it'll pop out. Well, this may have been a failed attempt because for the life of me, I cannot get the resin to pull out. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I can wiggle it a little. Maybe I didn't put enough oil in. I don't know. You guys can let me know if you have any tips or tricks for getting resin to not stick in the thing that you're gluing it into. Maybe I should have tested this off camera, but oh well. You know what? It looks great inside. It looks like a cup of tea. I've got my tea bag in there, which looks super adorable. I guess it's not really a fail. It's adorable. You know, now I just wish I could sit down and have a tea party with everyone. Well, thanks for joining me for another episode of Poppy Seed Mini, and I hope you'll like, comment, share, and subscribe. And have fun crafting and collecting. See you next time.